Hey guys, Andy from Evolve Natural Fitness. Now if you're watching this, then you're probably going through one of our online or remote personal training programs. Fantastic, hope you're enjoying it, and yes, you're in the right place. This is the warm-up video taking you through the warm-up that you need to go through before you hit any of your assigned workouts. If you're new here or found this online and you're looking for a good warm-up protocol, this will really help you out, so that's fantastic. We take all of our clients through a strength and conditioning warm-up protocol called RAMP. It really primes your body for the exercise, is great for injury prevention, and it helps you really perform well through the session. We train guys anywhere really between 20 and 65 years old, but no matter what your age, you have to warm up for all of those reasons. So I'll take you through that now. Hope you enjoy it, get it done, and then get straight into your workout. So start the clock. The first part of a ramp warm-up is R for raise. So we're just going to spend at least 2 minutes raising our body temperature. Now that can be something simple like this, just running on the spot. What I like people to do is to get a little bit creative with how they're doing that. So if you're playing sport, maybe on a tennis court, you could run around that court. If it's football, get around the football pitch. But generally want at least 2 minutes of raising the body temperature. Why do we raise the body temperature? Well, we're raising the body temperature, but we're also looking to raise the temperature of our muscles and our tendons, and ultimately our muscles become more extensible through this raise phase. Now that's really important. This is about injury prevention. There's a direct correlation between extensibility and muscle strains, i.e. the more we can go through this, the more we can get warm, the less instance we have of muscle strains. So that are really important, just 2 minutes, jogging on the spot in this scenario, just to raise the body temperature a bit. So we'll keep on going through to that 2 minutes. Just to demonstrate variety, you could move into star jumps, you could move into front skis, however you want to do it. But all we're interested in is just raising that body temperature. Okay, so another 20 seconds to go. Keep on going. Increase the pace a little bit. Now when I'm in my home gym, I like to train without trainers. Don't take that as gospel. Train however you feel comfortable, particularly if you're outside, wear trainers. Okay, so we're at 2 minutes. So now we're going to move on to the activate stage. That's basically getting all the muscles moving that are going to be moving through the workout, activating them literally as the word suggests. I like to work bottom up. That's just a good cue for people to work through their whole body and remember where they're at. So we're going to start just with 10 to 15 heel raises, and I like to rock back and forth on my feet. Now of course what I'm doing here is warming up my ankles, which are quite susceptible. I always like to do this in bare feet. Again, that's a personal thing, but there's lots of tendons, ligaments through the feet that shoes, I believe, can really minimise their functioning. But of course also what I'm getting here is a good calf warm up. Okay, so after my reps there, I move on to my hamstrings. I'm going to start by taking a step in between, and I'm just going to leg raise. Keeping the legs straight is really important, and you should feel a little bit of a pull on the back of your hamstrings. So just to remind, we're working through the body bottom up, just to get all of the major muscles moving. Okay. From there, I'm just going to stand still, keep the legs straight. 5 or 6 each side, working through my hamstrings, trying to get a little bit higher each time. Okay, then moving on to my quads. So, slight side steps, heels to bum, good few reps of these, just getting everything moving through my upper legs, my quads, obviously also activating my knee joint a little. So we're up to 4 minutes already. Okay, then hips, in and out, controlled movement. looking for about 6 to 10 each side. Then moving on to my trunk. So standing with your feet hip width apart, hands by your side, reach down towards your knees. We're looking for 5 each side here. Okay, and then chest and back. Again, I'm going to run on the spot just to keep that body temperature high now that I've got it. I like to start moving around a little bit as well, moving through different planes of motion. And through flapping my arms forward and back here, we're activating the chest and the back muscles, the pecs, the lats, the traps. Really getting some movement through those. And then I move while still running on the spot through some shoulder raises. Just 5 or 6 of those. Again, mindful of my traps, but also my shoulders. And then finally, some rolls in my shoulder for 10. Okay, so we've worked all the way up the body, activating everything. Then we move to the mobilization phase. So this is all about joint range of motion and mobility. I'm going to start in a squat, nice and low, and notice I'm going to try and push my knees out a little bit. Then from there, straight up, back down. I'm going to do 5 repetitions of this. My main focus is getting that range of motion through my hips, lower back. Now if you're playing sport, this mobilization phase does have a big benefit and transfer onto your performance in sport afterwards. Okay, from there we're going to move on to a lunge. Just 5 each side. What I'm going to do now for the last 5 is add in a twist to each side. Then I'm going to take that movement one stage further. And bring my knees up to my chest, down to the lunge. Same on the other side. So I've just taken a mobilization of my hips a little bit further. Also really mobilizing up those glutes. Okay guys, then we move on to potentiate. Now that's the most complicated, and if you're on the program, that is kind of covered with regards to the first sets and reps in your exercise program. But the general principle should be is that you should build up to your work in sets. I call them preparatory sets with my clients. Just keep in mind that if you're heavy benching, you should be working up to that heavy benching as an example. What you could do if you're having a general workout is you could maybe do some bodyweight squats, press ups from the knees, bend over and through tension, do some bent over rows. The idea is that you just need to build up through the potentiation phase to your work in sets. Okay guys, so if you're on the program, crack on with that workout now. If you're not and you've enjoyed this warm-up, give it a like. Check out the website for programs that we have. And if you're local to Alton in Hampshire, then feel free to reach out and get in touch. It'd be great to hear from you. We train people face to face in our private studio here. We also train people in their gardens in public places as well. But in the meantime, get on with that workout. Let me know how you get on with it. Cheers.